the notion of decentralized AI is not remotely new. I mean, the AI pioneer Marvin Minsky in the 80s advocated the notion of a society of minds. So the idea that an intelligent mind could be composed of a bunch of agents that had their own particular intelligence, and then by cooperating together, they manifested some broader intelligence, right? So there's collective intelligence even within what we think of as an individual mind. Now, when Minsky articulated it, it was more on the conceptual and cognitive science level than the software implementation level. And when in the late 90s, I first set about trying to implement systems like this, there wasn't a lot of tooling there to support it. I mean, we did have distributed computing, we had cryptography there. You could actually create a society of minds with no central controller and its own self-organizing logic to its growth and organization, but it was quite hard, right? So then when I saw the Ethereum blockchain come out with the Solidity smart contract scripting language and the notion of a Ethereum-based world computer put forward by Vitalik Buterin and the other Ethereum founders, I realized, well, we were getting to the point that there was a technology infrastructure you could use to make a society of minds, which will be a bunch of AIs that have their own individual intelligence, and their interaction gives rise to collective intelligence on a higher level, and where you could build this in a way that was fully decentralized and self-organizing with no central controller, and it would be sort of feasible to do using current technologies. And the value of this is multifold. I mean, I think it's the right way to make an AI that's truly intelligent in the sense of the open-ended intelligence that biological systems have, not the narrow intelligence of, say, a reinforcement learning reward optimizer or something. I mean, biological organisms, they're open-ended, they're redefining themselves, they're expanding their boundaries, they can replace each part with another part as part of their growth. And while some parts are more influential than others, there's a fundamental decentralization of control to a society or a biological organism. And you can reflect that in a digital system using blockchains like Ethereum or now many others as part of the infrastructure. So what blockchain gives you here essentially is a mechanism for decentralized governance and control. I mean, you can do more or less of the actual AI crunching, thinking, and data processing on the blockchain, depending on your design. I mean, if you had the fast enough blockchain, which Ethereum currently isn't, I mean, you could put a lot of the AI processing on chain, or you can put just basic coordination operations between the AIs and the society of minds on chain, and have the AI thinking and high bandwidth data exchange be off chain. With either of those strategies, you still have the value of blockchain for decentralized governance and coordination. And this is interesting from a cognitive theory point of view, an AGI design point of view, but it's also interesting now from a practical, political, and economic point of view, because now AI is big business, right? There's trillion-dollar companies. The leaders of every major government have made AI a huge priority. And it's just a matter of time before we're seeing AI be a major feature of geopolitical squabbles like networking equipment is right now. So I think it's very important that the foundation of global AI should be open source and it should be decentralized in control, right? And